Yo, what's up? Welcome back, guys, to another episode, number 3, of course. Third vehicle that we're going to be interviewing today. You probably can see it behind me. Very beautiful car, Toyota Corolla. We're going to ask a lot of questions. But like I said, this is something you don't see every day around here. He is a part of the Street Juke crew. And the guy's name is Anthony. So we're going to go ahead and start asking him some questions while we drive around. If you guys enjoy this one, like, share, and subscribe. And it's a pretty decent day out here, to be honest with you. It's not too bad. And here he is right here. Anthony, what's up, man?
Yo, what up, bro?
So I see, like I said, one of the things that first stood out to me was the rims. Is that something you always get a lot?
Yeah, a lot of people actually tell me about it. I guess it's the color, the chrome with the machine face. It's like people is always like, oh, like, bro, they stand out a lot. I mean, I can imagine shinier, cars dark. Exactly. So just the first thing people see.
Exactly. And that's something, like I said, guys, you saw it yourself right here. And if you actually follow him, you probably know already. The rims is something that just looks incredible on this car. But let's go ahead and get started. We'll drive in his vehicle and we'll ask him some questions. Actually, before we start that, what's your Instagram, just to let everybody know?
My Instagram is Rolla _and. And then that's pretty much, yeah, Instagram is the only thing that I use pretty much. So.
All right. So you'll see the link right there in the bottom screen and in the description as well. All right, let's get started, baby. All right, guys. You guys can see we're in the vehicle and we're driving. Nice and dim in here. Not like the other two cars. The tints are actually pretty dark. Am I right?
Yeah, pretty dark actually. Yeah.
And what do you know the percentage of the tint that you got on this?
Actually, yeah. It's so the sides as of right now they're 5%.
5%. Yeah. Yo, so have you gotten pulled over by any chance?
Actually, matter of fact, I got pulled over this morning. Just crazy. I mean, it's like in Florida, there's a lot of people that drive with everything tinted, you know, windshield sides and everything. So, but I mean, I guess the cop decided to be me the one that he's gonna pull over today. So he pulled me over. Pretty nice cop, not gonna lie to you. He just asked me, you know, registration, the basic license, and give it to him. He's like, yeah, I pulled you over for the tints. He grabbed the little thing, put it in between, it was marked 5%. He's like, look, for the sides, most cops not gonna care. That's what he told me himself. He told me the windshield is like a major like red flag, if you want to put it like that. Cops gonna pull you over for that most of the time. He told me to rip it off. He told me to take care of the windshield. That's it. And yeah, he told me that if he wanted to ticket me, it would have been like 160 something ticket. Wow. Which I'm like, I'm glad that he didn't tell me anything. He told me I'm gonna let you go with a warning. So thank God. Nice call. One of the probably 1% in Palm Beach.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane. Yeah, usually cops love to give out tickets, so I'm surprised he actually got away with that. Where was that actually?
That was on City Place, Rosemary Square, if you want.
Oh,
Rosemary, yeah. So I mean, it was early in the morning, 10, and I was kind of not driving reckless, but I was kind of making a car pop. So maybe that could have been another reason why he pulled me over. He's like, he saw me, he's a modified car. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna pull him over for that.
Yeah, so as you guys hear, yeah, he got away with that one, which is very good. Luckily, we didn't start the day with a ticket.
Yeah, that would have stopped my day really bad. Man.
That would have been bad for him. But guys, I'm not even gonna lie. For a Corolla, I saw this interior, and I am not gonna lie to you, I really like it, especially for a Corolla. With me, do you hear bad things about Corollas?
I mean, people, especially in the community, people don't look at Corollas. At least not the newer generations.
Exactly.
A86 is like a everybody car, like everybody wants it. So I could see it. But when it comes to this generation, it's not fast. It's a reliable car. Corollas are known for being reliable. So, but people don't really look at them because it's just, you know, everybody wants either speed or they want, I don't know, something that they know that they can have a lot of modifications, which, don't get me wrong, the community is growing for this car, especially this generation. It's a lot of people out there building them, and there's a lot of help. A lot of companies are actually looking at them, you know, any type of modification you want nowadays.
And what years specifically is this car?
So this year it's a 2020, more known as a E210 or E210, which is the 12th generation of Corollas.
12th generation. Let me know, guys, what you guys think about this Corolla, or if you actually have one yourself, and if you enjoy it. Because a lot of people, like I said, they do bring hate on Corollas, like you said. And this one right here, I'm not gonna lie to you, it is beautiful. Obviously, we're not gonna say it's obvious that the newer cars look way better, but there are some new cars that just don't have a clean interior. They just have a basic a look to the car. But yeah, this is actually amazing. From what you said earlier, you said that I guess you put some custom decals, right? Or not decals, but
yeah, they're like I don't know how to call it.
Yeah, I don't know how to call it. The carbon fiber stuff on the main, I guess the center console.
The center console, yeah.
So you did this yourself?
Well, there's a company out there. At first they were called Synth Carbon or something like that. I think is the name of the company. And then they call like layovers or something like that. Okay. And then all you do is like 3M tape. You tape it on it, make sure that everything is correct, and then you put it over, and then it looks pretty good. Pretty not expensive for being carbon fiber, which is, everybody says, oh, carbon fiber is expensive. Carbon fiber is, but I mean, I'm probably running about $100 for like the whole thing, maybe less.
So you did this yourself, or you did it with somebody?
This I did it myself, but any other thing modification I've done to the car has been done by me and my friends, mostly my friend Denny. He always helped me, especially like whenever something breaks. I text him, and if he's not at work, he tells me come over. We've done mostly everything besides the bags, and my low glow, or my my LED lights in the bottom. But besides that, everything body-wise, like my carbon fiber fenders, my trunk, we've done everything. Coilovers at first, we did them. He did them with me. He helped me. He taught me a lot of stuff too. I'm not gonna lie to you. Exhaust system. This is full bolt-on car.
Wow.
It's exhaust, catback exhaust. It has mid-pipe and it has headers. And we've done everything in his driveway, which is the craziest thing. Yeah, under the sun, early days, sometimes late at night.
And if I may ask, which friend is he on Street Juke as well, or is it just a separate friend?
He actually, one of them just joined, which is him. Danny just joined Street Juke. He got a ST.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And same thing. Every time he's working on his car, he tells me come over, and then we work on it. Yeah, we help each other out.
That's what's up, man. That's really good. That's what I always say about the crew stuff. And friends in particular, if you got a car friend, you're always going to be happy, because either they're going to want to help out, or you're going to want to help them out with their car problems. So, as we continue, what are the modifications that you have done to this vehicle besides the interior like we just discussed?
So pretty much full button, like I mentioned. It has catback, it has mid-pipe, it has headers, it has a tune, which pops or gives them more power. Nice. It also has a EGR delete, which is in the engine bay. It has cold air intake. What else on the top of my head? That's pretty much some of the basics, or what's mostly done to it right now. There's people working on it, like big companies working on them, making a turbo kit and everything. Wow. So yeah, but mostly that's pretty much it.
Really awesome, man. Did you get the who set up your bags? Actually, forgot to ask you that.
So I mean, like the last two videos, Matt did him.
So Matt
as well. That's the goal right there, man.
Yeah. Yo, that's crazy, man. So Matt is actually doing a lot of people's cars then.
Yeah, and then even people from Street Juke, I told them, I'm like, because I know a lot of people want to do bags, and I'm like, hey, just go to him. Good prices, fast and easy, and he's always willing to help. Which is the best, which is what everybody want, right? You want good prices, and then you want somebody that if you have a lot of questions, he's gonna answer a lot, and he knows about them a lot because he's done a lot of cars.
Exactly, that's true. Wow. So obviously, as you know, the rims stick out so much. What are the specs of the rims, if you remember?
Yeah, I know. So the specs for them are 18 by 9.5, and then it's plus 22.
Wow.
Yeah. So they're pretty wide. I mean, not wide, but for this car, they tend to be a little wide. The most you can probably go is 10 and a half. You're kind of pushing it already.
On this car?
On this car, at least, yeah. But 9.5 plus 22, it's what's worked for me the best.
Wow.
Gave me a couple headaches at first. Had to put more camber in.
Right.
Had to shave off a couple stuff, but after that, worked pretty good. Drives pretty smooth, like you can tell. So yeah, that's the specs.
Let me ask you this: if somebody wanted to get those specific rims, would you be able to tell them where you got these?
Yeah, definitely. I'll tell them. I mean, I got them on Finman Industries, which a lot of people complain about them.
I heard about them.
Yeah, but from my point of view and my friend Danny's point of view, because he actually got them from there as well, his rims. Pretty good company to work with. If you text them, email them, they're gonna help you real quick. Actually, when I got these rims, I chose another colorway. Backed up for a couple months. I decided to give them a call, tell them, hey, I want to change them to this colorway. I saw it's the same price and everything. They worked with me, and in 3 days after, they had them already gone to them to fix them.
What's one of the bad things that you say people say about this company?
People say, I had a friend of mine tell me that when he used to work at a tire place, one guy pulled up, had the rims with the wheels and everything, and then when they were balancing them, it said that they were balanced wrong, that he was driving bad. Maybe back then, I don't know how long was that, but for me, everything worked perfect. Everything was to the spec that I wanted it. Shipping was pretty fast too, and then everything arrived in good shape. Nothing that I can complain about.
That's a good thing. As you hear, guys, maybe one day we will do like a live questionnaire.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking that as well. Kind of want to build up the community on that side, because I want to start when I have a few more people, and then maybe when we go live, you guys can ask the owner the questions, because I think that would be pretty cool to do,
Definitely.
So you guys can hear the car.
Being a Corolla, pretty fast. It's not fast, but it can put you back in your seat and for a little bit. Especially for being a Corolla. Like I said, that's what a lot of people tend to say about it. They're not quick, they're slow. Even people, I heard people say they're not comfortable. But for me, being a big guy, I'm sitting pretty good in it.
That's good.
And
it is comfortable.
Yeah, I've had long trips in them. I used to take it to Miami a lot back then, and drives pretty good gas per gallon as well.
And that's what I was gonna say. Kind of bring back on the Drew's car. It is small, and obviously I knew why, because obviously it's meant for smaller people, man. I'm a heavy set guy myself. Whoa, jeez, holy smokes! Oh, that was a pretty big jump, dude.
Yeah.
Thought we were gonna do the Duke of Hazzard, bro. I'm just joking. Yeah, because in Drew's car, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was cramped because I'm a more heavier set myself, and it's like that car maybe would be okay if I lost a couple more pounds personally, but yeah, that's why it's important why people pick certain cars.
Yeah.
You want to be comfortable, am I right? Like, I doubt you're gonna want to choose a car that just because it looks nice, it doesn't mean anything. Because
not all the time. Depending on your likes and the type of person you are, everybody can choose a car. I chose this myself because when I first bought it, I was like, pretty comfortable. I get good mileage, and it's what most people is looking for nowadays.
mileage, yeah.
Gosh, it's expensive. It's crazy expensive nowadays, and having a V8 probably. I'm a fan of them, but having a V8, it's not the best as of now, unless you're gonna put it on E85, which is also another thing. But yeah,
So you say mileage. Do you know how many miles per gallon this thing has?
Me, I drive kind of crazy, but I've had people that get like 30 miles per gallon. I get in between 17 to 20.
No freaking way.
Yeah. It's probably, I'd say myself that are the modifications that I get to them. And they lowers it a lot when you modify a car, especially. And I make it pop a lot, especially, and that spends a lot of gas. Yeah, but I've had people that get like 30, 35. They don't have a lot of them. They're in the community more for body things they do to them, like put it on coilovers, put it on bags or anything like that. But when it comes to like doing anything, you're gonna get good mileage out of this car. I mean, that's what they're known for.
Right. So what actually got you into the car community or into cars?
Games, video games, Need for Speed,
That's okay. That's true.
Horizon,
Yeah.
Midnight Club. My brother used to play them a lot when I was little. We had an Xbox, PlayStation 2 growing up, so he played a lot of the games and a lot of the modifications that you can do with them. I like them a lot, especially Midnight Club 2.
Midnight Club was good.
Yeah, that you could do anything to any car, and that got me into it a lot. And then I forgot a little bit about it until throughout middle school and then high school. At the end towards it, I got this car and I started discovering a lot about it, and I liked it. I started building it, and then now I'm a really fan of it. Like,
Wow.
top notch. I follow a lot of people, follow a lot of YouTubers about him as well.
About this car.
Not about this car in general community,
general cars, gotcha.
but I do follow a lot of people with this car.
So that's a question I always say is this the car you always wanted, or is there something more, a different car that you actually dreamed about?
I have a dream. I have a couple dream cars.
Damn.
Maybe not just one, but I know everybody doesn't just want one car. A lot of
No, that's
people
true.
Yeah.
What's one that you actually would want to have before anything happens?
Before anything, if I was to have one and if I'm able to afford it, I would say a GT3 RS, a Porsche.
Yeah.
I mean, it's track ready. It's you get the luxurious of it, and then it's pretty quick. So
A lot of people actually like the Porsche. So I usually call it Porsche. I mean, I don't know.
Porsche.
Yeah. Yeah, guys.
Oh, man.
Or they just park like that.
Oh,
I don't know.
gosh.
I thought that too, bro.
Damn.
The Beamer, man. But yeah, like I said, a Porsche is something that he's looking at, guys, and hopefully you can get that, bro. Because
I hope so too.
How excited would you be if you actually be able to get that?
If I was to win the lottery, I'm pretty sure that's one of the first things I'll straight up to the Porsche dealership. Yo, let me get this car.
Yo, facts. So you wouldn't sell this car? Is that what you're saying?
I wouldn't. I'll keep this car. It's my baby. It's where besides us spending a lot of money in it, it's the first car that I worked on myself. So it taught me a lot of things, especially with newer cars, because newer cars seem to be more compact.
That's true. Okay.
Back then, a lot of cars had a lot more space. This car is pretty cramped when it comes to getting into places. So it taught me a lot. It taught me how, put my hands places that I couldn't or work my way into it. So that's pretty good. And I wouldn't sell it. I will keep it forever. Maybe pass it over to my kid one day. But
That's
definitely something I'll keep.
That's smart, bro. You said this is your first car, so I guess I really can't ask you, have you had any other cars besides this one?
Well, it's the first car I worked on. I had another car, which is also one of my favorite cars. It's a car that my mom actually broke down on my mom, and she didn't want to fix it. So during one of my summers during high school, I actually worked my ass off for it. I work in construction, so it was a BMW E46. That's a 325 Ci, if I'm not wrong. So it was a coupe too, which makes it look even better. It wasn't taken care of properly. I'm not gonna say that my mom was one of the reasons why the car wasn't good, but yeah. So when I got it over or handed over from her, I fixed the transmission. The transmission was completely gone bad. Took it to a guy that knew how to fix them. Charged me like $1,500 to charge it, but I mean, I see it worth it. It's a BMW. BMWs are known for being expensive cars.
There's always something going on with them.
Yeah. But it broke down on me as well. It wasn't the transmission that time. It was something else. So that's when I decided to just sell it. Sold it for a couple thousand at the time to a guy. It was an automatic. He wanted to swap it to a what's it called, a manual. So I sold it to him. He wanted it. He had the body and everything. Engine was pretty good. Just at the time I didn't have the money for it to fix it. So my mom, for my graduation birthday, decided to put the down payment for this car, which I'll always be thankful for her for that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and that's how I got this car. Then when I got it, I actually had I got a job, so I could afford pay for it. So yeah, this is it. This is what happened since then.
That's awesome, bro. Like you guys here, you can also make yourself happy. Obviously, sometimes family does help with the purchase of a vehicle or whatever you guys want to get. And this is why we're always thankful for our parents or whoever in the family helps us out, or maybe sometimes friends actually do help. I haven't ran into that one yet.
Yeah.
But this is why for car guys, it is so fun, fixing or making something look better, and it always keeps you busy. And not gonna lie, this is something that you always got to maintain. Obviously, any car personally, but somebody who really cares about their car is always updating something. Am I right? Yeah. So what are the future things that you're deciding to do on this car, look-wise or engine-wise?
Look-wise, I'm most likely gonna change the wheels. It's gonna stay in chrome wheels. That's one of my favorite, or the way they look.
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah. And maybe a wrap.
Okay.
Yeah, well, definitely a wrap. Not maybe. It's something that I've had in my mind for a lot of times. I might go with Sivas to do it.
Sivas, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he helped me a lot with a couple stuff with the car too. So I trust him. I've seen, like I said, good price. He offered me a good price, and I've seen that he has experience. He's done other cars, so shout out to him for sure. And yeah, maybe those are the main two things. Maybe power-wise, I'll do a couple things coming out, E85, which I have the lines for them already. That's also another thing I forgot to mention. And E85 tune, maybe a flame tune as well with this car, which, I mean, tell me about it. It will look crazy to have a Corolla spitting flames.
Yo, facts.
But maybe that's about it. Maybe a couple things. I was gonna wide body, because there's a wide body kit being built for this car as well.
Bro, personally, it really looks good how it is. But yeah, if you want to make it wider, I guess.
But I don't think I'm gonna go with that. But it'll be an option for the future.
That's
and it's gonna be pretty exclusive too for a wide body. So maybe not. I just changed the body, like I did carbon fiber parts, like you've seen, trunk, fenders, hood. So I'll probably keep this for now because it was kind of expensive. But yeah.
I see this like a duckbill kind of, right?
Yeah, duckbill and the trunk carbon fiber as well.
Where exactly did you get? And did you do this yourself as well, right?
No, I installed them myself, but I got it from a company. It's called EP.3 International. That's the company that makes this trunk and this duckbill. Also the fenders. But the hood is made by Sivan. Probably some people heard about it. It's a company here from California. The EP.3 International, they're from China, but they actually make pretty good quality stuff.
So they make all car parts for any car, or just specific cars?
They actually have a lot of cars. They make a lot of carbon fiber parts for cars that I've never seen myself, that they have carbon fiber. Wow. So that kind of helps me. They're pretty good company too. Like if you contact them for the car, let's say you have some type of rare car, they'll make carbon fiber parts for them. If you contact them, they can make them for you.
So what does this actually run you right now just to get this trunk?
The trunk actually ran me pretty cheap for a carbon fiber part. It ran me about $800 with the dock bill. The fenders were around like $400. So after shipping and everything from over there, because it's coming from China itself, it ran me about $1,500.
Wow.
But if you tell that to somebody, carbon fiber, they'll be like, yeah, that's a pretty good deal.
Interesting. For me, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Now, that's personally, I know not everybody has that money to throw down. Now, did you do this one at a time, or did you get all the parts together?
No, I did everything slowly, saving money.
I was gonna say, cause
yeah, I mean working my ass off, but I got everything slowly. I first At first I had some cheap wheels. I had some cheap parts. After some time, I got better wheels. I got better suspension. Like my bags, I just did them this year. At the beginning of the year, I actually got a sale on them, so I got them. I had Matt install them. I had saved, like I mostly save money for my parts. I don't go all out for them. I don't like to just my first paycheck and boom, go straight.
Exactly.
That's not a good idea. And if you're a car person or in the community, don't do that. Save your money because you can never know what can go wrong.
That's actually good advice. Well, I was just gonna say that. What's something you would tell a Corolla owner, the cons and pros of this car, in short term?
Short term, my cons, I'll say power. Power. If you're a power guy, if you come from another car to a Corolla, maybe you would like to maybe choose another car if you want power. But if you want reliability and if you want a smoothness, anything like that, go with this car.
You were saying about the fender as well that you got this from the same website, correct?
Yeah, EPR International. Yeah, I got it from them as well.
Do you remember what this cost you as well from that site?
I think it ran me about $500, $400 for them.
For both sides?
For both sides, yeah. I mean,
That's actually not bad.
yeah, their coin to ours changes a lot, so maybe the price, that's why it was that low. It's pretty good quality. They're pretty thick if you see them. Maybe the clear coat, it's a little thin, but that mostly happens to all carbon fiber parts.
Right.
You always have to get them redone. But yeah, pretty good quality for the price.
The hood looks good as well. And that what would that cost you there?
That did run me a little more because I bought it from a company from the U.S.
Okay.
From Sivan. It ran me about $1,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long did it take for you to get that?
Like work wise, like saving wise, or no? Or like
Shipping. Sorry.
for shipping, it was maybe like 2-3 weeks max, maybe.
Wow, and
less.
it's in the U.S.
Yeah, it's coming. The problem is coming from California.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, California.
So do they custom make this or something, or is it?
No.
Or is it just carbon on top?
So it's not custom. They make them for it's not like I had to contact them and tell them to make it. They have it for this car at least. They have it, and you can just buy it, go on their website and buy it off of them, and then they'll ship it out to you.
Pretty cool, man.
So I have low glow or LED lights, whatever people want to call it.
Oh, nice. I noticed a lot of people are getting that. What is making that a thing now? What I know back in the day it used to be a thing with the neon lights and stuff like that. What do you think is bringing that back? What made you decide to get those?
Besides the people that make it, besides the company, which are pretty big in the community, their cars are crazy. So if you guys want to go see them, Instagram, low glow. But it's just the way that they show off. It's a way of showing off your car, especially. Brings a lot of attention. They have different 200-300 modes, colors, and the quality. The quality, it's maybe what's making them pop out a lot. I've had some cheap ones from Amazon, and then I regret spending my money.
Because they're dim. I noticed there are cheaper ones that don't give that bright glow, but they're the ones that cost a little bit more. You're putting your money's worth. Is where they give a nice shine in the night, or even during the evening. You can still see it on the floor, which is very good. And I think that's all the questions that we have. Not too sure if you want to input anything besides what we talked about as well. Like if you want to say anything to anybody.
Just shout out to all my friends that helped me, and then everybody from the community from Palm Beach. The community here is pretty good. Everybody helps each other out,
That's
especially
true. That's true.
all the crews. There's no beef, no nothing. Everybody, it's cool
Yeah,
with each other.
no beef.
Definitely no beef. That's not what we want here. We all want to, all the cops to leave us alone. Everybody to just, be able to do their own thing.
That is something that you brought up. I noticed as well. The car meets, we don't get shut down anymore. Or some of the car meets that we've been having, like street juke, unless somebody does something crazy, or speed limits. Everybody's chill. If a cop does come by, they really don't do anything anymore. They're just pretty much sitting there waiting for somebody to do something stupid. But yeah, guys, everybody needs to get along. Car communities, there should be no beef in between the car meets or different like underground stands or street juke or speed limits, whatever. I think that's the only top three that usually happens. Underground stands hasn't had one for a bit, but street juke is usually every Wednesday, and speed limits every Friday. So, like I said, guys, let's try to get together. Let's build that community and try to help each other out because, like I said, there's no competition here. Everybody should just help each other out, you know. So, like I said, not much to say, guys. Anything else?
No, that should be all.
Shout out to his family.
Thank you, guys.
And everybody. No, just check it out. All right, bro. Thank you, guys. Like, share, subscribe this video, guys. Share it, actually. Share it to anybody you know that has a Corolla or that's interested in getting a nice Corolla. Peace.